again, Aquinas trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Looks like Zarion Navy's going to come to the scores table. That layup no good. It's going to be rebounded by Ganalo. Here comes Connor to Tank Young. Tank Young, one power dribble. Layup is good. So 14-0, 2:40 left to go. That jump shot off the glass and good. That's Vincent Carter. Gets Frontier on the board. Here comes Connor. 2-3 zone played by Frontier, the Saints. We're going to sit Mason short corner, flash to the high post. Mason. Now throws it to Connor. So here with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, 14-2 St. Thomas Aquinas. Roast to Connor. Ganalo's going to set the screen. Driving to Roast. Mason, the one-handed slam. Joe Roast with the assist. Mason now with 12. So Frontier trailing by 14, looking to drive. The drive is Millhouse. Millhouse, that layup is good. Cameron Millhouse. Here comes Connor. Going to get it to a trailing Roast. Gets it to Mason. Mason, one dribble. Layup is good. You can tell the Saints just trying to get it into Mason right now. Minute to go here in the first quarter, 18-4. That jump shot off the glass and good. Second bucket there from Vincent Carter. Cuts the lead to 12. It's 18-6. Joe Roast has it. Ganalo now has it. Matthew Connor. Roast gets it to Mason. Kicks it out to Tank Young. Tank Young thought about the corner three. Ganalo is going to shoot it. That one in and out. Joe Roast gets the rebound, and it's good. So 20-6. The Frontier is going to hold it here for the final shot as we approach 15 seconds left to go. It'll be a new start. It'll be new 5 to start the second quarter for the Saints. Ball's going to be tipped by Matthew Connor. 5 seconds left. Connor brings it across. Kicks it out to Joe Roast. Joe Roast's corner three is good. So a 17-point lead for St. Thomas Aquinas. Matthew Connor started that with the steal and also gets the assist. So here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School, it's 23-6 heading into the second quarter. TJ Williams-Bay has it. Colangelo gets it out to Tom Downey. Downey so far this year has provided a lot of energy off the bench when he plays. Navy trying to throw it to Colangelo. Couldn't get it to him. And here comes Frontier. It's going to be stolen there by Tom Downey. Downey's going to slow it up 31-6. 4 minutes remaining. TJ Williams-Bay. Tom Downey now has it on the far side. Phillip Bell gives it to Navy. Navy again, another guy that was in the starting lineup earlier in the year. As Zach Ganala was recovering from an injury, he gave way to Ganala, but Zurian Navy, that's a good option for Cuppersmith. And tight games coming off the bench. Zurian Navy down to the shootout at Avila was the team's leading scorer. Now TJ Williams-Bay gets into the action for his first bucket, making it 33-6. Millhouse was working on TJ Williams-Bay there. That three-pointer off the right side, no good. Looks like it'll be a new 4 coming in for the Saints. Makes it 35-6. Mouse. That three-pointer is long and no good. It's from Terrence Morris. So there's going to be a substitution timeout. Looks like Jack Gable check into the game. Number 24, Andrew Rydell will check in. Will Gavin and Isaiah Gavin will check in. Tom Downey will stay. So Gavin gets it over to Downey. Adele has it over to Gavin. He's going to get a screen from the other Gavin. Downey has it. Jack Gable is going to come set the screen. All conference tied in there, Jack Gable. And that layup's going to be good. Isaiah Gavin gets his first points of the game. Didn't play much against Miege. And the Avila shootout played quite a bit. But with Keyshawn Mason, obviously playing time could be taken away just a bit from Isaiah Gavin. Jack Gable there with the steal. He got 37-6 with a minute 40 to go. Still 2-3 zone for Frontier. Isaiah Gavin has it. Tom Downey drives. Gets it back down to Downey. Makes it 39-6. Here with a minute 20 to go in the second quarter. Millhouse, that drive, that layup is good. To give Frontier their first 2 points of the second quarter. So here comes Downey. Gets it to Will Gavin. Jack Gable gets it, finds a cutting Isaiah Gavin. Kicks it out to Tom Downey, wide open three-pointer. That one's no good. Be rebounded there by Jack Gable, and Gable gets the layup. So Jack Gable with 45 seconds gets on the board. Give the Saints a 41-8 lead. That three-point shot is good from Millhouse. So the first three-pointer of the game from Frontier. 20 seconds left. You would think the Saints hold it and get the final shot. Downey. Will Gavin tries to kick it out to Tom Downey. Jack Gable gets it, and that layup is good. And that will do it here for the first half, as St. Thomas Aquinas leads this one 43-11. As when we come back, we'll have second half action for you here from St. Thomas Aquinas High School for the Saints Classic here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Pretty quick. And back here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School is halftime wrapping up as the Saints currently lead this one 43-11. We'll see who the Saints start with. And the winner of this will move on to tomorrow night, where they will play at 7:45. They will play the winner of the next game here tonight, Summit Christian and Olathe East. So it looks like it'll be the starters back in for the Saints. So Matthew Connor is going to get it to Tank Young. Throw over to Joe Roast. Again, Joe Roast, the leading scorer for St. Thomas Aquinas. Obviously really hasn't been getting too much of a rhythm here tonight. Keyshawn Mason has it. Matthew Connor's a guy we haven't really talked about. Matthew Connor against Bishop Miege last week. Had about 4 or 5 steals there in the third quarter and fourth quarter. It really kind of kept the Saints in the game. He just kind of does. He's kind of like the glue guy. You'll hear NBA and college basketball teams talk about it. And there's Connor. His first 3 of the game makes it 46-11. Here with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. So again, this is only the second game that St. Thomas Aquinas, you could say, has their full squad. Millhouse is going to turn that one over. As, just by that, Ganalo started the year off a little bit banged up. Didn't play down in Avila. And then you get Keyshawn Mason. So now you move Navy and Phillip Bell to the bench. You got a pretty solid bench down in Avila. The Saints didn't really have much coming off their bench other than T.J. Williams-Bay. So St. Thomas Aquinas, I think we'll probably get in a little bit more of a rhythm as the season progresses, as this is only the second game they've had Keyshawn Mason. 6'7" transfer. Mason gets it. Take one dribble. He's going to kick it out to Matthew Connor. Connor skip over to Young. Throws it to Ganalo. Matthew Connor thought about it, but they're just going to run their offense here with 6:15 to go here in the third quarter, 46-11. Ganalo cuts, layup is good. So Ganalo, again, he was a returning starter last year. But again, like I mentioned, the Saints started 4-1 on a 3-game losing streak that should end here tonight. That layup is no good. So here comes Matthew Connor. Joe Roast has it. Screen from Mason, gets it to Tank Young. Haven't seen Tank Young really drive the basketball. That's really what he's really good at. Oh, good defense there by Frontier. As I think Mason was going to take one dribble and dunk it, as we saw him have 3 dunks in the first half. Joe Roast thought about it. Back to Joe Roast. Roast finds Mason. Finds a cutting Young. Young bobbles it a little bit and loses it. Now here comes Frontier. So Millhouse. Another bucket. Play tomorrow night at 7:45. Ganalo gets that one as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. 52-13. Again, the winner will play the winner of the game after tonight, and that 3-pointer is good. From Denali Lambert. Hits that 3-pointer. Mason gets it, pump fakes, and one-handed slam. And Coach Cupper-Smith is going to call a timeout. Going to bring in Williams Bay, Philip Bell, Navy, Tom Downey, and Colangelo. So that's the second five, kind of seeing familiar theme. It's the second five that they trotted out in the second quarter. Again, according to Mission Frontier, came into this game 5-5. So obviously, Coach Austin Wilson has his team playing hard yet again. Navy has it. Finds Philip Bell. Tom Downey now. Philip Bell in the high post. Kicks it over to TJ Williams Bay. And good passing from the Saints, and Phil Bell finds the bottom of the bucket. Makes it 56-16, 2.5 left to go here in the third quarter. That three-pointer from Millhouse, too strong. Colangelo there with the rebound. Here comes Downey. Finds Phil Bell. Back out to Navy. TJ Williams Bay now finds Philip Bell. Colangelo thought about it, kicks out to Downey. Philip Bell dumps it down to Colangelo. That layup is no good, too strong. Under 2 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Coach Austin Wilson is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and we will take it with them as you're watching high school basketball right here on 810 Varsity. Back here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School, Coach Austin Wilson and the Falcons taking their third time out of the game, here with 1:48 to go. Looks like number 5, Harper Draper, checks into the game for the Falcons. Here comes Millhouse. Millhouse, that layup is up and good. Makes it 56-18. I do apologize. It is Coach Coopersmith for the Saints. Navy thinks about it. He does. That three-pointer is no good. TJ Williams Bay able to get the rebound and finds Philip Bell, who cracks double digits. Again, Philip Bay just a hustle guy for the Saints. Does all the little things correct. That three-pointer off the back iron, no good from Alexander Jennings, 5'9" senior. Colangelo finds Bell, finds a cutting TJ Williams Bay, and that layup is good. And that's kind of what TJ Williams Bay can provide off the bench. She's a very good athlete. So under 30 seconds to go, 60-18. So it looks like the Frontier Falcons are content with running this one out. Jennings has it in the corner. Millhouse looking to drive. That layup is no good. It's going to be rebounded by T.J. Williams-Bay. And so that will do it for the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, it's 60-18, St. Thomas Aquinas over the Frontier Falcons. As you're watching high school basketball right here on 810 Varsity. Back here at Aquinas High School, 60-18. So it looks like a new in the game. Zarion Navy will stay in. He's joined by the Gavin brothers, Will and Isaiah, Jack Gable, and Andrew Rydell. That three-pointer, too long. Isaiah Gavin gets the rebound and gives it to Will Gavin. 60-18 as we start the fourth quarter. Isaiah Gavin finds Jack Gable. And Gable gets his 6th point of the game. Millhouse has it. Isaiah Gavin almost there with a steal. As they try to, the Frontier Falcons trying to dump it down to Vincent Carter. Carter just couldn't get his hands on it. So we are under 7 minutes. We'll play at 7:45. The Frontier Falcons, they will play at 4:30. And Will Gavin that one's going to be knocked out of bounds. Here we're at 6.5 to go. Was a really good game as the Saints are able to hang around against Bishop Miege. That three-pointer from Rydell is good. Makes it 68-18. 5.5 to go. Going to be knocked out of bounds there by Isaiah Gavin. Again, like I mentioned, the 6'6" junior played quite a bit in the early going. Now that Keyshawn Mason eligible and ready to play after transferring. Kind of minutes have been regulated just a bit to Gavin. That one's going to be stolen by Gavin, and it's stolen right back by Millhouse. Millhouse thought about it. Gets it to Morris. Out in the corner now. That three-pointer is good. Alexander Jennings now 1 for 3 from 3. Makes it 68-21. So Gavin has it. Isaiah, that is. Jack Gable now has it in the high post. Navy. And they get it to Will Gavin. Gable sets the screen. They get it to Jack Gable. Navy thought about the three. Doesn't take it. Get it to Isaiah Gavin. Will Gavin trying to make his second three of the game. Doesn't go. And Jack Gable will be called for the first foul here in the second half. Only had one foul called in the first half, now one in the second half. Both teams splitting it 1-1. Do apologize, there is no number 4. in the program. Navy. Will Gavin thinks about it, launches, and it's no good. Rebounded by Gable. That layup is good. His 4th bucket of the night. Here comes Millhouse. Millhouse drives, layup too strong. 3 minutes to go in the game, 70-21. Navy gets it, finds Isaiah Gavin, finds Jack Gable, and Gable gets into double digits for the evening. Millhouse looking to work against Isaiah Gavin. It's going to be stolen there by Will Gavin. And Gable is going to get his 6th bucket of the night. Makes it 12 for Jack Gable. Here with 2:15 left to go in the ball game. The Saints will end a 3-game skid that they were on. Oh, bring their record to 5-4. Drive is number 4 for Frontier. That jump hook, no good. Up to 5. Tomorrow there will be a game at 3 o'clock here before Frontier. Both consolation games will be 3 and 4:30 tomorrow, and then the semifinal games will be 6:15 and 7:45 tomorrow night. And again, it'll be a Friday. It'll be tonight, Friday, and Saturday, as the championship game will be Saturday at 4 p.m. Third place game will be at 2:15. The 7th place game will be at 11 a.m. And the consolation game from here at the Saints Classic will be at 12:30. So the Saints win this one, snap a 3-game skid. They improve to 5-4. As for Taylor Dameron here on 810 Varsity, we will see you later, as tomorrow night St. Thomas Aquinas High School will play the winner of the game that will go on here in about 30 minutes. Summit Christian and Olathe East. So thank you for watching, and we will see you later. Have a good night.